All right, what is up, guys? Today I'm doing a little differently. I am taking Q&A questions from you about Black Ops 2. So these are all questions that people sent to me, or I asked you to send to me about Black Ops Dose.
See, we only like music that rhymes.
All right, so our first question comes from Schaub I, and he's been on my friends list for a minute, man. And he asks, do you have a class setup for the AM94? And I actually have two class setups for the AM94. Now, the AM94 is one of those guns. They recently, in that last update, they buffed the gun, so it does less damage, is less accurate, so it's a little, temperamental. But I have two setups. So the first one, and again, I like to use handles on assault rifles. That way they're more accurate and they're more deadly that way. But I recommend the sight, the foregrip, and the quick draw grip. Now, the grips just depend on if I am carrying a handgun or not. If I'm not carrying a handgun, then I will use the stock instead. That way I can slide around corners and aim. But since I have handgun, I can just do that with my handgun. After that, I'm going to use Ghost. Now, Scavenger, sometimes I might use Toughness. It depends. Some days you can get away with not using Toughness. Some days, goodness, it just doesn't pay not to have it. Also, Dexterity is another one. I like the ability to run, stop, and shoot, or plus climb up stuff. And I like to use C4 to blow. It's a really quick, easy way to finish people off as well. Now, the second class setup is my quick class setup, and this is one I want to be fast and maneuverable and get around and do all these things at the same time. So again, I'm gonna use the quick draw grip so I can aim. Again, stock, since I do not have a handgun. Now I'm gonna use lightweight, and lightweight is my go-to class if I'm dying a lot. Okay, I always use lightweight. That way I can get around and the bullets are less likely to hit you. You can escape stuff. I'm going to use Toughness, Dexterity, and Marathon. And again, Marathon's one of those perks that just helps me get around the map faster. That way I can get to them before they can get to me. And EMP grenades, just in case they got some unruly technology, such as a sentry gun or something running around there, I can blow it up and not have to worry. Now, question number 2, numero dos, that's my Espanol, guys, is from Xplg Spartan and also Straight Chris 067. Both asked the exact same question. And it's, how do you get high kill streaks? And there's a number of ways. There's no one set way to get kill streaks. And always remember, when you see those guys in the other team and they're just consistently getting high stuff, they're 9 times out of 10, they're playing with the buddies. So it's easier when you can coordinate with somebody. They can watch your back, you can watch their back. So of course you're going to get higher kill streaks. But for myself, the tactics that I like to use, first off, you may have to use a silencer, especially when you're playing at night, because the minute somebody sees that red dot, they are making a beeline towards you after you have fired. So there's no telling what direction they're in. So using a silencer definitely will help, especially if you want to sneak up on people. Also, I like to use Marathon and Lightweight. Now, I recommend that you want to flank the people, which means get around to the side or the back, and that way you can get them while they're looking in another direction. So always use the outskirts of the map. And again, Marathon, Lightweight will help you get around those corners and get to the spot that you want to much faster than not having it. And the other one that I recommend for you is, and this is how I do mine, I set all of my kill streaks really, really high. Okay, I just go, say, for example, Orbital VSAT, EMP, and Warthog, or whatever it is. Because once you get on a roll and you're killing people, you don't notice that that's, your kill streak is coming up. So when you have them set really low, you'll kill somebody and you may get your UAV. Now you're looking at the little bar to see if it goes up. Oh, I got to get another kill. Oh, goodness, I got to get it. And 9 times out of 10, when you're thinking about it, the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to get killed. So I recommend that you set them high, and I also recommend that you set them in succession, one after another, because once you get the first one, it's really easy to get the next ones following that. All right. So my next question comes from Omg Joeblow. The name is pretty cool, ain't it? Omg Joeblow. And he asks, what is the best class setup for killing campers? And I don't think there's a best class, because Black Ops 2 has a lot of checks and balances. So it really depends on the setup that the person that is camping, pitching his tent, is using. But you can use a good general setup. Okay, so the first thing that I recommend for you guys is you got to find a gun that either does high damage or has a high fire rate, because you're going to be in close proximity to whoever this camping D-bag is. Okay, now the other thing that you want to use is engineer, and engineer lights up their spot so you can find them, you know where their equipment is, and where their equipment is, normally there's somewhere to follow. Now all these next little pieces here all serve dual purposes. Okay, so you're going to use EMP grenades. You're also going to use C4, and I like to use the SMAW rocket launcher. Okay, now EMP grenades, pretty self-explanatory. It's going to destroy their equipment, anything else that they have in there. C4 is for those hard to reach places that your gun just can't get to them, you know, right around that corner. And the rocket launcher is so I can shoot down whatever air support this It's gonna make me cuss. I don't want to cuss. Woosai, breathe through the nose. But whatever air support they have. Also, if you're in close proximity, you can just blow them up with the rocket launcher. Other thing is, you may want to carry flak jackets so you don't blow yourself up. Or if they're launching grenades or whatever it is, you will be protected. Now, the other thing is, you may want to make a second class just in case they want to throw flash grenades and stun grenades, one that has tactical mask on there as well. You're going to have to sacrifice something, but that's all strictly up to you. All right, and for my last one, this one was posed by Choi May. Oh, don't be mad if I butchered that. I don't know. Boi II Raw, I'm Swagged Up, and Blue Monstero. And they all ask, what, in your opinion, what is the best gun and the worst gun in Black Ops 2? And that's pretty easy. I think the MSMC is probably the best gun in the game. Does great damage, great fire rate, very accurate gun. And the worst gun, I don't know if there's a worst gun like individually, but I think the LMG class is the worst class. So worst set of guns in the game. So that is my best and my worst guns in Black Ops DOS.
See, we only like music that rhymes.
Hey, thanks again, my friends, for everyone who submitted questions. Like I said before, make sure you keep sending them in. Ask more. Leave them in the comments because I can use those for the next one, because I think I'm going to do this again. This was actually pretty fun. Also, if you're new here, click this subscribe button that's popping up right now. Click it. I want you to subscribe, please. Click it. Click me. And also, hit the little like button down there as well. And as always, if you have any questions, send them to me. You can always hit me up on Xbox Live. You can hit me up here on the Tubes. And as always, I'm on the Twitter as well. And thanks a lot, guys. And as always, thank you very much.